Hello everyone, this is Daryl20, and welcome to episode 19 of Daryl20's Let's Play of ATM9's, guys. Boom. Getting stuff situated here. What did I have you? Filter, counting, that's right. So down, I'm gonna have you this, filter, and I want you to have Oz in there, if you wouldn't mind. Let's say 8 of them. Is that cool? And then you could have osmium stored here, like 16-ish. Then you... Perfect. Osmium compressing factory. Loving it. The reason I needed that is I'm working today on getting all the modium ingot. So, again, we're working towards dark matter, which requires a few things. Specifically all the modium ingot. That's like the hardest thing to get. And we'll get most of the other stuff relatively easily after that, I think. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, yeah, I know there's monsters nearby. I know. It is what it is. So yeah, the plan today, we're gonna knock off some automation things. Between episodes, I did some upgrades. I bumped these guys down here to 64K crafting storages with some coprocessors on them to make that going better. There's only 4 of them at the moment. I'll probably bump it up to 8 at some point. Upgraded all my energizing rods to nitro tier, and even upgraded my energy cell to nitro tier so that we have lots of energy capabilities for storage. I should probably consider upgrading this and automating some of these pieces, but we'll get there. Speaking of automating things, I should also probably do the ice automation bit. But remember, I have to like silk touch the ice. I have to figure out how that's gonna work. I could probably do like a destruction pane kind of deal, because I think with like the destruction constructors, what's it called? What's it called in AE2? It's formation and annihilation planes, right? Yeah, can be enchanted, so I can throw silk touch on this dude. Think that would work, but I can't really filter it easily, so we'll have to see. I mean, you can, but like it's complicated and tricky. I don't know. I'll figure out how to silk touch that stuff at some point. So yeah, the reason I was getting an osmium compressor is one of the resources I need is refined glowstone. So now I can go ahead and toss this dude over here, and we've got refined glowstone. Right? And from mechanism, I'm going to want some speed and energy upgrades. Hooray! Refined glowstone. Looking good. Okay. So that quest completes, towards all the modium stuff, right? So I've gotten my osmium compressor, right? I've got the refined glowstone. Power, I can just check that box off. Nitro crystal, I might have to just put it in my inventory. Thank you. Quest completed nitro. Looking good. Mechanism has a bunch of quests completed for doing all that stuff. Don't mind grabbing a bunch of rewards out of it. And then Power was happy to see me get nitro. I should probably get Niotic and Spirited while I'm at it. There we go. Kinds of goodies. Cool. Alright, so looking at all the modium. Up here seems to be that Mundbitar stuff, but let's go like with the easier ones first, and then we'll circle back to that. Is that cool? So Flux infused dust. Looks pretty easy, actually. Flux infused dust. So gold dust and a little bit of redstone will get me there. Not hard at all. Okay. Done and done? Sure. My goodness, that's a long line. I love it. I do like that they give you like a nice handy, like, here's how you do it thing. And then Flux infused ingot just goes into the smelting factory. So you do that, and then you go into the smelter, right? Cool. And now we have flux infused ingots, which are, you know, handy for some pretty cool tools, right? And once we get to a point where I have like better enchanting and disenchanting capabilities, I'll decide like what really cool tool I want to make. Like maybe I'll make a flux infuser. They're neat, and then we'll go decide, you know, what's up. Pulverizer to soul sand to soul infused ingot. So soul sand and apatite dust. So soul sand dust has to be made in the pulverizer. Not a problem. What I'll probably do, since this is going to be my mechanism machines platform, what I'll do is I'll add some thermal and probably some EnderIO machines on this side of the platform. Does that sound like a cool plan? I think so. Feel like it does. And I should probably have a few more flux points going here, because what I wouldn't mind... I have to figure out how I want my wiring to work, but I should probably, like, pretty soon decide how I'm going to clean up my cabling here. Right? I suspect that would be a smart move on my part. Like, maybe what I could do is just break you. And attach... you know, a simple flux point here, and that'll keep all this stuff up and running, right? And then I can probably, if I just put a flux point on this bad boy, that would be cool. And then I could break this dude. I want to make sure that we're not, like, leaking. Cool. Right? A little bit cleaner. And these guys, is it true that you can just like click? It's not tier installs though, is it? Mechanism. Is it like infused alloy that I can just click on there and it'll upgrade them? There's like an in-world way to upgrade these dudes. Oh, hello. Look at that. That's nifty. That's cool. In-place upgrades. Spiffy. It's kind of not perfect only by virtue of the fact that, like, you'll miss one and then have to use, you know, but, like, the end of the world either. But that's pretty cool. I do like that. Did I get everything then? Neat. It looks like I did, actually. So that's spiffy. Okay. That's good to know. All right. So that kind of tidies things up a little bit for me. Then we're just going to need another... Probably... How do I want to run that cabling-wise? I could shift that and then have it go up here on this side. It's doable. It's an option. It's one I might exercise. We'll see. Yeah, let's do that. I like that thought. So what I'm going to do is get some more dense cable. Okay. And then I'm going to save this dude. Are you, like, cooking something that's going to be tricky? Look how fast it is now. I love it. I love the fastness. Also, people are telling me there's better assemblers in the comments. There's a tier 2 version of the molecular assembler, the extended molecular assembler. And people are saying I should upgrade my molecular assemblers. I don't disagree. And I probably shall at some point soon. Because I don't know, like, I have to imagine, like, they're equally as uber cool as the previous ones, right? Right, and then load you up, and now you're outputting, and everything's booted up and online, and we're cool. And I can get my cables here. And we can just run this up the outside of the platform like I did on the other side. And we can attach a nice cable. And so just kind of like we did here. So I want to somewhat mirror what I did there. So here's where I'll have the power coming in. Okay. And then here is where I'll have the pattern providers coming in. And I don't know exactly like what I'm going to do over here yet in terms of what needs to be made, but you know, you get the idea. You know, I bet there's better inscribers as well, aren't there? Yeah, there's an extended inscriber from extended AE. Is that what the better assembler mod or assembler is? Is it the? It's also extended AE. Cool. So there's pattern providers, interfaces. Ooh, that's cool. Infinite water source cell. Well, that's nifty. How cool is that? That is cool. I like that. Infinite water, infinite cobblage. That's cool. That's a neat little like cool thing to have, right? Extended pattern access terminal. I wonder what that's all about. I don't know. And then you can in place upgrade, you know, some stuff. Packing tape. Wireless setup click. Click to bind. Okay, drive upgrade, pattern provider from extended AE. Pattern modifier. I'm sorry. ME tag storage bus. Oh, that's cool. Mod storage bus. Active formation plane. Ooh, I like the sound of that. That would be awesome because I never like how formation planes work in AE because like they don't like deploy stuff. You have to like push to them. Um, I feel like that solves that. Now, if there's a filtered version of an annihilation plane, that would be pretty awesome. Wireless extended pattern access terminal, precise storage bus, threshold export bus. Oh, that's cool. I like the sound of that. Extended transmutation interface. Neato. Okay, transmutation import export bus. And there's your pattern provider, wireless connector, ME ingredient buffer. I need to like look at what some of these things do because they definitely are neat. Extended inscriber, extended charger, crystal fixer, ME canner, extended IO port, fish big, and extended transmutation. All right, cool. I wish there was an annihilation plane that was filterable a little bit better. I don't think you can filter these ones easily. I'll try to make one just to like be sure about that, but I'm certain you can't, right? Almost certain you can't like, yeah, there's no like UI for it. So like it'll break whatever's in front of it, but I can't filter what it's allowed to break unless I do a thing with the mod, right? It's fine. But yeah, that's cool to know. That's cool to know. Definitely want to look at those. And the better inscribers, like I said, is on my to-do list. Extended inscriber. Cool. But right now, what I was working on was the pulverizer. So let's go teach you how to make some components of... And I do have to see what... I have to remember what that mod was that lets you keep things in stock. Because I would like to have that. And I don't know if it's in the pack or not. It would be cool. So if I tell you about you first, you should be smart enough about saying, yes, I will use that one now. Excellent. Cool. And then what else do you need to know how to make? Copper gears. And then you should probably also know how to make you. And do you know how to make pistons yet? You should, because we do things with pistons. You don't? Okay, cool. No, never mind. Okay. Now you know how to make pistons. Now you know how to make sticky pistons. And are you cool on slime? Slime has EMC though, right? It does. And do we have slime in here? We don't. So we should immediately teach that, right? And now we know how slime works, and that's cool too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the other thing I'm going to need is how to make soul infused doohickey. Soul sand dust is a pulverizer recipe, so that's going to go right in here. And now, speaking of my pulverizer, I should be able to control click all the things I need. And wow, that was quick. That was super quick. right? And your side config on the back will be input, output, auto eject. So now, if I said I wanted some soul sand dust, that shouldn't be a problem. Nice. And what I should probably look into doing is real quick from thermal, teaching you how to make some of the upgrade things. Oh look, there's the stellar and melodic stuff in this pack too. That's cool. That's from thermal energy. Sweet. Loving it. Thermal components. Look at that. Neat. Draconic 6x. Okay. So you're going to need to know how to make most of these things real quick. Shouldn't be too big of a deal to learn. Invar, I can get that way. I can get this way. What's a good machine combo, dude? Energized smelter. I should just make an induction furnace is what I should do, right? Yeah, I think that's probably the play. We should get an induction furnace and then we'd be cool. I'm on board with that plan. Okay. And then you're going to need to know how to do an induction furnace. But I want you to be gold, not gold dust. Cool. And then you're going to need signalum as well, which can also be an induction furnace. Cool. Speaking of induction furnace, you can make that. You can make that. Okay, and then we just need some invar gears, which I have a few of. A quick and easy way to make invar gears. Before I have auto crafting working. Cool. And then my pattern dude. So I can now break you. You. There. Guess who's visiting? Okay. You're down. You're down. And then you're going to be these three. You are going to be input, output, auto eject. Hey, buddy. What you got for me today? Nothing good. Pretty mediocre looking axe. Boo. We do have bumblebee spawn eggs, but I already got those. Goodbye. See you later. Hey, look, we finally hit the bottom of our... That's cool. All right. So now if I wanted, like, 2 sets of these, that shouldn't be a problem. And I should probably also, from thermal, get some, like, soul infused flux linkage amplifier. Linkage amplifiers are the ones that speed things up, right? Pretty sure that is. Base power 100%. Those are usually like the main ones I want. These soul infused alchemical amplifiers, okay. Yeah, I think that's usually the one I want. We can get lead gears easily enough. How about electrum plates? So I could go that route. Or I could go this route for plating. I should probably go this route so that I'm not like having to constantly deal with this thing, right? I'm gonna say yes. So with that said, I want a multi-servo press. Gonna need some Constantin gears, which I happen to have some Constantin, so that's cool. Like, are you behaving over here or what? You are not. Oh, right. Because I need you to do not push if ingredients contains a crafting input. Right. And remember, these machines really don't appreciate being tick accelerated, so, you know. I might need you to be in that other mode. Well, I think it put both of these in here, but that's okay. We shouldn't... We might not have that issue anymore, but we'll see. I felt like that was taking longer than it should have. Okay. So you're going to be cool. And auto-ejecty. That should be good. Now, by the way, I want another batch of you. And then you get the plates. You two start at the top again. Excellent. Getting there. Does he even work with the tick accelerator? You know, it's interesting. He is not having a problem with the energy keeping up, which usually it does. Usually thermal does not appreciate being tick accelerated, but it doesn't seem to be having a problem, right? That's kind of cool. Okay. Well, that's cool. Very nice, right? That good? I feel like it's good. Boom. And then we'll do like better ones eventually, right? Like I'll get to the higher tier versions of these in time. But for now, that's like a good start. And the reason that that's really good is we also needed enderium, right? If I wanted to get... Look at all the quests I'm getting stuff for. Yeah, the planes. Thermal stuffs. Cool. Beat. You go away, you go away, you go away. And that's good enough for now. Okay. Because we also need enderium, don't we? For the dark matter. Pretty sure enderium is one of the ingredients. So getting enderium added should be cool. So enderium ingot. This is the recipe for this one. Let's do the thermal dude as well. So you're just going to need some diamond dust, which I can get from a pulverizer, and that works. Cool. So you get this guy, and you get this guy, and if we decide we want some enderium, we should be cool. Nice. Deal? I think that works. I think that works. I'm sure that's a quest for something, right? Yep. I knew that had to be a quest. There had to be one. It's for the dark matter stuff, right? Yeah, cool. So now we just need a sky steel ingot and the rest of the aldermanium. So that's cool. So let's talk about the soul infused. So we got refined glowstone done, right? We got flux infused ingot done. We need soul infused ingot. And that is going to be this recipe right here. So if I toss this into my induction filter, soul infused ingot. We're missing apatite? Really? Really? Where do you get apatite from that I'm not doing it? So we get it from apatite essence, which might be cool. Does it have EMC? It doesn't, right? No, I didn't think so. It's probably a sand sieve. Yeah, it's a sand. Sand sieving equals apatite, which is fine. That's cool. I can deal with that. So let's just get some apatite essence, right? That shouldn't be a problem. I'm assuming the seeds are for apatite. Yep, and prudentium. So 4 of you. And mystical and prosperity seeds. And I just need to get a few more apatite. So get me some sand. And if I ran some sand through here, that could be cool, right? Does tick accelerating work on you? Apparently not. Apparently not. That's all right. I have an alternate form of tick accelerating that I can use. With a little luck, that got me appetite. Yeah, it did. Okay. And then the rest of this junk can go away. Look at that. I got some things, apparently. Sweet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, alternatively, I could absolutely set up a sieve for sand. And maybe I shall. We'll see. But at least for now, you know, we'll go with stuff. There's so many instances, like right now it's occurring to me, wouldn't it be cool if I had like a keep in stock of this stuff? So that I could building gadget that easily enough. Right? Would be super cool. Now I'm assuming that apatite essence only is used to make apatite. So that means he'll get added to this dude, who will get a recipe of that. And it'll all go there. And then I'll remember you, and that'll be good. And now we're set. I would say so. Ooh, caught itself. I'll just get a few extra real quick. Cool. And now if we look at appetite, it'll all go dead, and then boom, more appetite. Sweet. Good? Is good? Is nice? I think so. So now with appetite good, now we can make our soul infused dude. And that's a quest complete. In theory. I assume. Oh, I need appetite and 3 soul sand dust. What's funny is you want appetite dust for some reason. But that's not really necessary. So you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to avoid that. No sense wasting the inventory. Cool. And then you're done. And that's one step closer. Nice. So the only things remaining for all the modium are energetic alloy ingots, which needs an alloy smelter. So I'm assuming this is only craftable through EnderIO, right? Now you could argue like I can make it with like this stuff, but like remember most of the time this needs the thing. So I have to make an alloy smelter anyway. So why don't we do that? Is that a deal? So real quick, we can look at EnderIO stuffs and get some of that programmed in. So having like the basics of a lot of these machines in place would be cool in my opinion. Right? You should know how to make a cauldron. That's a thing that I'm sure we'll need at some point. You should know how to make void chassis. That's a thing we'll need. And I'm pretty sure we have like a ton. Yeah, we have like a bajillion grains of infinity, so nothing to worry about there. And you probably need to know how to make this. And what are you? You are dark steel nuggets. So that is going to have to be that. And coal dust can be what? A crusher recipe? I'm cool with that. So we've got a crusher over here. You can do the coal dust thing. Okay. And we're going to need a primitive alloy smeltery. So maybe what I'll do, I don't know exactly how many of these I'm going to need. So I'm going to drop down a level. Okay. And what I can do then is have, I'm assuming I can do this, no problem, right? So 3 of 32, 4 of 32. Nice. Okay. I can have, and I'm going to do this real quick. To make dark steel, we're going to need a primitive alloy smelter. So let me just get one of these real quick. That's right. I don't have to go that far down. You need to be made this way. You need to be made this way. You two. You two. Actually, I don't need a pattern for alloy smelter. Why did I do that? Okay. And then I can have my primitive alloy smelter, which will make my first batch of stuff, right? Now he's primitive, so, you know. But now I should be able to control click this. And then you just need power, which could just come in from the top if I wanted to for now. Do what now? Oh, you probably don't come in from the top. What I bet you do is need fuel. I'm guessing. And I'm also guessing you're really slow, but not today, friends. Okay, now I can get my real alloy smelter, which will be powered. Oh, that's right, we need capacitors in this bad boy, don't we? I always forget about those. Like, always, right? And we should probably know how to make all 3 tiers of that. And then you should know that you are an alloy smelting recipe. And you should know that you are an alloy smelting recipe. Bing, bang, boom. Now, if I got a basic capacitor and popped it in there, he would be allowed to accept power and function. He's ready to work. I want him in alloys only mode, and your IO configuration will be such that to the back, push and pull, would that be acceptable? We're going to find out, because I would like now an octadic capacitor, which should be cool. And we'll see if the push-pull thing works. It should, in theory. I don't like that it's pulling. I'd rather it be, like, allowed to accept, right? I'm going to actually try that. I'm going to see if I just make you push. Can you accept from the back still when you're in push mode? And we'll know because it's going to need to try to craft the vibrant alloys. So we'll test it with that. So this is like a good, quick and dirty get thermal and EnderIO up and running so that when we need access to those kind of things. See, yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't, right? So I do need you in push-pull mode, which means he can accept from the back and he'll push to the back. Right? So it's a little, not ideal, but it gets the job done. Right? But an octadic capacitor, that'll make things a little bit faster for us, and that'll be nice. Okay, sweet. So I'm going to call that wrapping up point. What do you think? Good deal? Yes. So let's wrap up the episode here. Tons of progress today. Specifically, we've got like almost all the things going, right? So soul infused, we are good. Energetic, we are good. Which means I can make that. And quest complete again. Sweet. Alright, for now, wrapping up point Del 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Thermal and EnderIO, and a majority of the prerequisites for dark matter. All the modium, which is a prerequisite for dark matter, but you get the idea. So next episode, we'll get into all this stuff, okay? Diorum ingot. I don't know that one as much, so we're going to learn that one together, and then we'll have access to all the modium, which is cool. Alright, for now, hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and take it easy.